coming back and staying with us. In a few minutes, we will be making that lemon meringue pie, so don't go anywhere. And right now, we'll continue hearing about what to expect when we go to that event on October 19th.
First and foremost, we have a special guest. The special guest is going to be the Prime Minister of Belize. I want to emphasize it's not his show, it's Mrs. Barrow's show, but the Prime Minister will be our special guest. We have a very interesting and identifiable MC in the person of Hugh Fuller, who is a radio personality on the radio program, radio station KJLH. We have entertainment by King Rancho and the New Wave Band. We'll be having a silent auction. We'll be auctioning off Belize products and, in fact, travel packages. We're having raffle tickets available. And so it's an evening of one meeting friends, but getting a sense as to the purpose that the wife of the Prime Minister, Mrs. Barrow, will be making a presentation fully explaining the whole concept behind the Inspiration Center. If I may, I want to roll right over into what happens the next day, because this is all a part of the visit. The following morning, Sunday morning at 10:30, at First AME Church, and that's at the corner of Adams and Western, we are having, not necessarily at the church now, it's going to be at the community center, right? This is at Adams and Western. Don't go to Harvard. We will be having what is called a brunch with the Prime Minister and his wife, Mrs. Barrow. We're asking for a donation of $25. And so that will give us an opportunity of socializing with the couple. Later that afternoon, approximately 1:30, we'll be hosting a town hall meeting whereby the general public will have an opportunity of actually raising questions with the Prime Minister. And he has made a commitment to be as responsive as he possibly can. So you see, it's not only a visit to raise funds, but it's also an occasion to meet with the public at large.
We need to be able to do things like that, because people that live out here are still very much involved with Belize. So it is very necessary for things like this to happen. Let's say someone cannot physically attend the show, but they would still like to support. How can they send in the support to you?
Well, one can make a donation quite readily, addressing or making out the payment system to the Consulate of Belize and placing memo on the check, for instance, indicating Inspiration Center.
Okay.
But I want to also talk about what happens the following day. The morning of the 20th, at the famed Renaissance Center located at the corner of Western and Adams, we're having a brunch. This will afford the community once again to interact with both Mr. and Mrs. Barrow. The program is in fact at 10:30. One can call for tickets for this program at 323-634-9900. But more than that, they can go back and revisit our website, which is www.supportbelize.com.
Okay.
Tickets are readily available. But at the conclusion of the brunch, we will have a town hall meeting whereby the public will have the opportunity of raising questions with the Prime Minister as it relates to issue impacting Belize.
Okay, wonderful. So it's the dance on Saturday. Sunday morning there's a brunch. And after the brunch there's a town hall meeting.
All at the same location.
At the same location. So if you attend the brunch, you'll move right over to the town hall meeting.
That is correct.
All right. Mr. Yorke, this is a very beautiful invitation that I received in the mail. Can people still get tickets for this grand event?
Certainly, because we want to be as accommodating as we possibly can. Tickets are still available. Call our office at 323-634-9900. I think it's important that they call as soon as possible, because we want everyone to have access to this lovely evening on the evening of October the 19th.
Make sure to pick up your invitation. It's a beautiful invitation. Make sure to be there. It's also a great souvenir.
Certainly.
It's so beautiful.
So to be sure that they have an invitation, they need to call the office. We would gladly mail one out to them.
And make sure you support this grand event, Make sure you are a part of it. If you cannot attend, you can still send in your donation. Thank you. We'll be right back.